This is United Kingdom Talk with Kris Reardon.
On Thursday the 30th of July 2020. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you live from Television Centre here in Bracknell. It's getting hot. Yes, tomorrow, gang. Tomorrow is the day. We've had an update from the BBC Weather Centre coming in live to this show this morning, gang, while I was watching BBC Breakfast News. Oh, that Charlie was on there. He's such a miserable git. I mean, him and James O'Brien from LBC should do a show together. He doesn't smile. Please, even when there is bad news, can we have some smiling faces in the morning? Now and again, it is okay to drop in a little joke about people who are dead or something like that. It's just miserable the whole show through. Why is that? Now and again, you think sometimes, I think a little smile attempts to crack, but poor, dear old Charlie, I think you need to be replaced, lovey. You might be quite good at reading the news. You know, Hugh Edwards doesn't. I think you have to have a fairly straight face to wear the news, don't you? But it's a magazine programme. Now and again, we want to see a little smile in the morning. You know, hasn't got to be as good as mine. Hasn't got to be a massive great smile. But for God's sake, Charlie dear, look lovey, can you please smile in the morning? You know, we all know you're not as important as Naga Monchetti. You know, she is now queen of all breakfast shows. Absolutely. Naga Monchetti is now queen of all breakfast shows. I mean, the blonde girl's all right on there, but she's not quite got Naga's. She's got everything, hasn't she? She's got wit. She's got sarcasm, and she's got beauty. And when she smiles, it radiates. You sit there next to her, well, 10 feet away due to these conditions at the moment, looking as miserable as blooming Cindy. Christ. Dear me. So I was very disappointed not to see many smiles on the BBC Breakfast this morning. But when we went to the weather, yes, it's been upgraded. I think it's gone up another degree. This is for tomorrow, you see. In the Daily Mirror this morning, the forecasts for Friday just keep getting hotter. Weather charts are now showing 34 degrees centigrade, which is about 217 degrees Fahrenheit, approximate temperature. That's fab. That's on Friday, but it's going to go down really quickly by like 10 degrees between Friday and Saturday. So watch out for that, because it'll feel a little bit cold. But we're all looking forward to that. Please don't rush down to the beach. Don't be an idiot. Don't rush down to the beach and be close to those disgusting smelling people next to you that leave all their rubbish everywhere. Oh, an oily skin. Don't you love that one? You know when you're walking and it's somewhere really hot, you might have a T-shirt. You could be anywhere, either on the beach, in a supermarket, in a T-shirt, or a vest. I haven't quite got the body to wear a vest now. But, you know, when you brush past someone and you can feel their oil against your skin, it's not a pleasant experience. Unless, of course, it's a fit bloke, in which case I don't mind. You'd be as oily as you want. As oily as you want. Because we were saying on the show the other day that you shouldn't really shower every day. This bloke reckons you shouldn't shower every day. I don't shower every day. I don't. And if I have a shower, it'll usually be at night time, unless I'm swimming. I can't believe how long I haven't been swimming for now. It's like March, April, May, June. It's about 4 months I haven't been swimming now. And I'm wondering if all these muscles, I keep getting problems with muscles, aching and things like that. My sister, Rebecca, who's queen, or used to be queen of Babe Station until they realised no one was ringing her on there, she reckons it's because I'm not going swimming. My muscles are used to doing that swimming. And now they're doing exercise still, an awful lot of walking. I did an awful lot of walking again yesterday, which I'll come on to in a minute. But there's a story this morning in The Sun, which says smelly armpits. We were talking about this yesterday. Smelly armpits are inherited from cavemen. Captain Caveman! Do you remember the cavemen on wacky races? Bang, bang. And they're going along in that car, aren't they? Bang, bang. All the kids are going, Ow, what's wacky races? Is it like Teletubbies? No, it's nothing like Teletubbies. Teletubbies is crap. Bananas in pyjamas is crap. Wacky races was brilliant. People hitting each other in their cars. Oh, you shouldn't be teaching children to hit each other. Oh, can't you just hear the loony left screaming at you now? Oh, go away. Please, just go away and leave us all in peace. Go and do your little... Can't we send the loony left all to one island? I reckon Shania should look after them on the Isle of Wight. We're going to send all protesters, no matter what they're protesting about, all protesters are going to be sent to the Isle of Wight. They've got new trains coming on the Isle of Wight. Oh, yeah. I think someone's had a collection. They've had these old underground trains on there for years. They're getting new trains. I believe refurbished, but nevertheless, refurbished can be as good as new. They're getting new trains on the... Did you know there were trains on the Isle of Wight? I bet you didn't even know that, did you? There are trains on the Isle of Wight, yes. Yeah. I quite like the idea of driving the train. Anyway, back to this story. In the Sun, Vectis Humphrey was telling me that he is king of the bins. Wow, that's a good job, isn't it? Let me write that down for you. One moment, please. Let's put that on our list of people with jobs. Not everyone's got a job on this channel, I'm afraid. You know, we don't give out jobs willy-nilly on this station, dear. You have to be a professional in your sphere. And Vectis Humphrey is king of bins. There we are, king of bins. Excellent. King of... or bin king. Bin king, that's better, isn't it? Bin king. I think that sounds great. Because that's what job he does. Vectis does the bins on the Isle of Wight. Although I don't think it's as good a job as it sort of used to be in the 1970s. They used to get so much money. Bin men. It's all those like what do you call them? Social jobs. Public job. Public servant jobs. Is that what you would? I don't know. You know, the jobs that do stuff for the people, those sort of jobs, council workers, bus drivers, bin men, all those sort of people, they used to get a fortune. And then they'd be knocking down your door, wouldn't they, around Christmas? Dustman's box. You have to give them money. That don't happen anymore. He's probably on, you know, just a normal wage now, I suppose. We'll find out at some point. Smelly armpits are inherited from cavemen. Captain Cavemen, who carried the same bacteria as humans do today. Did you know this? Yeah. A UK team found that a key odour-forming enzyme exists in only a few armpit bacteria and evolved there millions of years ago. I don't smell. Now, I didn't have a shower yesterday. There's a slight odour, I suppose, underneath my armpits. How about yours? Have you got any slight odours underneath your... I said your armpits, darling. Any other smells anywhere? Biologist Professor Gavin Thomas. I wonder if he's from Welsh Wales. Gavin Thomas from the where? From the valley. He's from the valley. Gavin Thomas says finding will enable the development of targeted inhibitors to stop BO production at source without disrupting microbes in the armpit. See, I don't like them mucking around with stuff like this. I think we are designed to sweat. Now and again, I suppose it's all right to put on a little bit of deodorant, but blimey, you want to see some of these blokes in the changing rooms, in gyms and swimming pools. Jesus, they must use an entire can. And you can't breathe in the changing room, oblivious to everyone else around them. God, the spray that comes off of some of these so-called real men who need all this 10 gallons of Lynx deodorant under their blooming armpits. And it's horrible. I don't like the smell. Although the team says the armpit hosts a diverse... Oh, the BBC will love it then, wouldn't they? Diverse. That's their... They love it. We've got all different bacteria under here. White, black, all different colours. Excellent. The BBC are rushing here at this moment, boys and girls. They're rushing here. Oh, quick. Someone says diversity. Let's rush to United Kingdom talk. Diversity. Little lights have gone on in their heads. The head man at BBC Television is on his way here at the moment. I said the magic word, diversity. Wow. Are you the same as me, and whenever you hear certain words and bits of news, you just throw your eyes up and say, here we go again? Are you? It says, although the team says the armpit hosts a diverse community of bacteria, the whiff maker is a bug named Staphylococcus hominusus, or something like that. I can't do foreign words, I'm sorry, darlings. The research adds this was present long before the emergence of Homo sapiens as a species. That suggests body odour existed prior to the evolution of modern humans and may have had an important role in communication among ancestral primates. Perhaps I could do a show just by smelling. That's quite a good idea, isn't it? According to that story there. I could just sit here and give off different smells while the programme, while the show is going on, rather than actually have to say anything. Is that a sort of good idea or not? Anyway, that's your armpits. But we said on the show, you know, you really don't have to do showering every day, really. He says it's fascinating to discover a key odour-forming enzyme exists in just a select few armpit bacteria. I wonder how they select. How do they select little bits of bacteria? Does someone sort of go underneath someone's arm with a little magnifying glass? Oh, well, we'll have that bit there, and pulls it out with a pair of tweezers. You ever tried to pull out a small hair from the inside of your nose with a pair of tweezers? Oh, how painful is that? Coming up on the show a little bit later, gang, it's our super draw raffle today. Someone on this channel, one of our millions of people all over, you have got more chance of winning a super chat prize than you have the National Lottery, and that is a true fact. That is an absolute. I'd have the machine in here, you know, the whirring machine that they have on the National Lottery. There's no space, darling, but it is a very large studio. This studio is bigger than the Blue Peter one. I tell you that now. But there's so much in here, we haven't got room for a whirly machine like what they have on the National Lottery. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Shania, you could come in there and play your violin at that moment. Here is the prize for the Super Chatter raffle, gang. Those of you you've still got time if you want. Okay. Those of you that have been sending in tips this week, every time someone sent in a £1 tip, I gave them a free raffle ticket. That's how it works. When you send in a super chat, for £1, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. That's the prize this week. And it's happening a little bit later, okay? How many tickets have we got? We actually don't have too many tickets today, okay? There's the tickets there. So that's what we'll be doing a little bit later on. And we can continue to do that right up to the moment we do the raffle. All right. Now, the scientists are about to blow us up, I think, boys and girls. I like technology stories, I'll be honest with you. But some of them, like the Hadron Collider, that always worried me a little bit, didn't it? You know, all those atoms whirring round and round and round. Where do they end up? I don't know. Well, they're about to build something else now. Come back Frankenstein, all is forgiven. You know, I don't think there was too much of trouble taking sort of a head from someone else and other bits and pieces from people's bodies that have been discarded, possibly murdered, or died from natural causes. Although, really, you know, if someone's died for some terrible disease, then you don't really want sort of an arm from someone like that, do you? Because that disease could spread throughout the rest of the good bits of body, you know. So you'd want to check the body parts first, wouldn't you? But I mean, I've no aversity to perhaps taking my head off and placing it on like a footballer's body or someone like that. Possibly any one of the Portuguese football team, someone like that. You could take my head off and put it on that body. Then I might be able to do that dance. Is Rachel with us this morning? Don't know if there she is. Rachel, then I might be able to do that dance. Ba 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 ba. That's a good tune. Incidentally, the name of that tune is it's out in two places actually. Siren Beat by Josh 685 or Jason Derulo, Savage Love. Who knows? That could be part of the music round on the quiz on Tuesday. You never know. You never know. Da 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 da. I'll be quite happy to have my head taken off and placed on one of those younger lads and be able to do that dance. That is something I would like. That is one of my ambitions, is to be able to move my hips in that way. Sadly, at the moment, I don't seem to have any hips, but I'm sure they will return at some point. At first, they will return. I was petrified. Yes. Anyway, what are the scientists doing? They're about to do the largest nuclear fusion project, wait for it, that will replicate reactions in the sun. Oh my God, they're going to blow us all up now. They've already mucked up with the virus, and that's escaped from somewhere. You know, we got storms, winds due to the climate change. We're just waiting for China or Russia to launch a few missiles over here, and now we've got a fusion reactor to contend with. I mean, it's all over, isn't it? It's just a matter of time before one of these things goes wrong. Absolutely. In the Daily Mail this morning, the world's largest nuclear fusion project that will replicate reactions in the sun to create the ultimate clean energy source has begun assembly in France. I don't know what the French are like building stuff, you know. If they're anything like us, they'd be like 10 years out of date, if you see what I mean. But apparently, located in Provence, the international the title of it is frightening. The title of this thing is frightening. Located in Provence, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, or ITER for short. They always shorten this. ITER, I-T-E-R. ITER for short, is expected to start delivering energy in the year 2035. So what's that, 2022? That's about 15 years, is it? So what will I be then? 57, 67, 68? No, 70. I'll be 72 then, which is still a bit young, isn't it, really? Don't really want to go at 72. Not really. You know, someone's going to switch up. Someone will switch. You know how it is. Have you ever bought a gadget, either new or second-hand? Oh, let's see how... And you plug it in and it just goes bang. Has that ever happened to you? Happened with one of our light bulbs once at Mum and Dad's, where we lived in Roehampton. Yeah, we noticed that there was something wrong with the wire coming out of the living room. I'll never forget this. The living room light bulb. I think it was touching. And did I have a look at it or not? Because I was quite good with electrical things. Electrical things and common sense. Computers are not common sense. I don't know what goes on inside a computer. I don't know coding, anything like that. It's just a complete mystery to me, right? But this light was hanging down, and I think the wires had got stuck together. I think it was old wiring, and the plastic had come off, or whatever that material was, and they were touching, and we needed to get someone in. Anyway, so I said, you know, whatever you do, don't touch that light, because the wires there's something wrong with the wires. Okay. And then what happens? I came back into the room and turned the light on. It went bang. And this light holder flew across the living room and banged into the glass window, which didn't break. I don't know why. Well, I think the same thing could happen to this, couldn't it? The International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor should be ready in 2035, and it goes on how it works. Fusion power works by colliding heavy hydrogen atoms to form helium, releasing vast amounts of energy in the process, as occurs naturally in the centre of stars. Oh my God. However, in this machine, the ITER, it will be done by creating a ring of charged super hot gas called a plasma. Oh, I like that word, plasma. I wish I could have plasma bolts on the front of my car to get rid of people that are in the way. Release plasma bolt. Be like a phaser, but 100 times. I have a phaser. Here it is. Yeah! Release the plasma bolt. And then you would just blow up the car that's in front of you. Or the idiot that's just decided to step out in the road with his headphones on. No, I've not got time to avoid you. That's it. Get rid of them, darling. Bye-bye. Person without mask on. Hey? Protesters. Quick, protesters. Protesters. Oh, God. Anyway, the temperature of this plasma reaches... I don't know what that number is. It's 270,000,000 Fahrenheit. Looks like 270 million degrees Fahrenheit, which will be held in place by magnets. Well, what if the magnet goes wrong? For the same amount of fuel, fusion produces around 4 times the energy of a conventional nuclear power station. Well, we're scared enough of those, aren't we? Which uses atom-splitting fission reactors. And then it goes on. It's been dubbed a miracle for our planet and uses easy-to-source fuel and provides cheap, clean and safe energy. It says safe without radioactive waste. Oh, there's no radioactive waste. But what if the plasma gets out? What happens then? Do we all get really hot? Yeah, this plasma is in this machine. What if the plasma leaks out? Oh, we're all going to be blown up, aren't we? It's just a matter of time. I think we should just, maybe take bets. We could take bets on what eventually is going to do us in, perhaps. It's very, very worrying. Very worrying indeed. Never mind. Anyway, so we got a job there for Vectis. Excellent. Yesterday, I went for a walk after the show there. I intended to do just 45 minutes yesterday. There's another route, which is part of the route I've been doing. But I was thinking about what we were talking about yesterday. I'm pretty sure that 2 45-minute walks a day would be better than 1 hour-and-a-half walk. Or indeed, 3 half-hour walks would even be better than the 45-minute ones. I'm pretty convinced. So yesterday I thought, well, I'll do a shorter circuit, slightly shorter circuit, and I'll go up that path there and come back round and then see how many steps that was. Because the magic number is 10,000 steps. There's a little story on that I'll come to in a moment, which I've discovered. The magic number is actually 10,000 steps. Okay? So I thought, well, if that's 5,000 steps, then that will be good. So I come out of here, went down there, up there, round, got onto the forest. Right, and I'm going down there. I thought, right, I'll try going up that path instead. Oh, got lost. Again. My worst trait is that I have absolutely no sense of direction at all. I see a path going up. Oh, that looks roughly the same way as it can. And it never is. It never is. 2 days ago, I went down one path. I ended up in Melbourne, Australia. I nearly couldn't come back and do the show. I was, quarantined for 1 month. Dreadful. So I went up this path. And don't get me wrong, it was a nice walk. But you're walking, oh no, this is wrong. And I've got the Google map out. Now, the thing is with the Google map, right? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, it doesn't work if you've lost signal with your telephone masts. Although you're supposed to download a map in case you do lose the signal, and then it works off the satellites. It can see the little satellite signal. But even that doesn't work sometimes. However, the good news is it was working yesterday. I've got this thing out and it's going like that. So I typed in Caesar's Camp, which is a place I know if I get there, then I'm quite close to home. I don't type in my home address because it then sends me to the nearest road. And then it can be actually a longer way round, right? So I've typed in Caesar's Camp on this thing. The little blue dots come up, and you're supposed to follow the blue dots. And then there's a little triangle on the Google Maps. There's a little triangle. I think it's it's either that or the Apple Maps, one of the two, doesn't matter. Oh, it's a little triangle. So I start walking that way, right? And it does look like you're walking that way, if you've gone the right way, right? But the triangle doesn't point that way. Why have they done that with the triangle? The triangle surely should point you in the direction that you are actually going. It's very complicated, dear. Why is life so blooming complicated? Why can't I just ring someone up, you know, oh, hello, I'm a bit lost. Could you come and get me? And then they would walk to you and then take you. You could walk with them to the position that you want to go to. No, we can't have that. Too expensive. Too expensive. So once again, I got lost and I left here shortly after the show, about 11:15 yesterday morning. I got back here 12:15. 12:15. In that time, instead of doing 5,000 steps or about 45 minutes, I did 2 hours and 13,000 steps, which is good. You know, the more exercise, the better. That's what I say. And I don't know what I did in total yesterday, because I also went to, I walked down to, no, I cycled actually to the shop last night late. Let's see how many steps I did yesterday. How many steps are you doing steps and things like that? Activity. I've only done 259 so far today. Look, 259 steps, which is amazing, really. According to this, I've done 200. That would include part of last night as well, I suppose. So where's yesterday? How do we find yesterday's steps? Oh, it's that one there. Weekday. Here we go. Yesterday's 14,518 steps. Thank you very much, bitches. Yes. So how far is that then? Don't say how far. I don't know how far that is. That's about 6 miles, I reckon. Yes, that's an achievement. Very pleased with that. 14,000. But the magic number is 10,000 steps. According to the Daily Mail online, 10,000 steps. But you mustn't let it take over your life, right? Don't be sitting there, you've done like 9,900 and oh my God, I haven't reached my 10. That's been silly, you know. Approximately 10,000 steps. That's my goal. And I think really I'm there. Although if I'm doing something else, like today I've got something else to do. I've got to go down to one of the flats today just to have a look around. You remember that flat I told you? You know, I'm a landlord and one of the people stopped paying the rent. Was always late and moaning. Oh, the moaning. Can't bear the moaning. So then she said she wanted to leave. Could I let her out of the contract quickly because there's mould in the flat and her baby's becoming ill? What a load of old crap. Let me tell you, if there's something wrong in one of my flats, I want someone there yesterday fixing it. And I've had that flat 20 years. No one has ever complained. Suddenly, she wants to leave, and to get out of the contract, she come out with all that old crap. All that old crap. And the estate agent, they say to me, you know, well, what do you want to do? I said, oh, for Christ's sake, just let her go. It's not worth the hassle of holding her to contract. Just let her go if she wants to go. Right, so that was all happy. And then she comes back and says, oh, could we stay a little bit longer? I don't think so. You must be joking. You played the wrong card there, my dear. You insulted me. You insulted one of my properties that I keep up to as good spec as possible. Warm, comfortable for my tenants. I don't think so. You've rubbed me up the wrong way. Bye-bye. And then she says, oh, well, we're having trouble finding another place. Well, you shouldn't have come out with all that BS then, should you, my love? Bye-bye. Anyway, the bitch has gone. Bye-bye. She's gone. Yes. Don't be so damn rude. How dare you make up crap like that to get your own way? Can't stand liars. Can't bear liars. Anyway, she's gone. She's gone. So I'm going up to have a look at that. Make sure she hasn't smashed the place to pieces with a hammer or something like that. Maybe she'd be waiting up there for me. You know, with a hammer. It's wrong, isn't it? It's absolutely wrong, that is. Mould and damp. There's no mould and damp in there. I know it. You know, if there is, why didn't you report it first? Funny how you reported it at that moment that you decide that you want to break the contract. But I was quite happy with that. I'll just let her go, for Christ's sake. I can't be bothered with all that. Let her go and get someone else in. You know, wrong, innit? But going back to these 10,000 steps, you mustn't let it take over. In the Daily Mail today, it says, every evening before bedtime, teacher Pauline Craven-Lee checks her fitness tracker to see how many steps she's clocked up during the day. If it doesn't say at least 30,000, that's going some. So what's that? 30,000, that's got to be about 5, that's got to be 15 to 20 miles, 30,000 steps. To walk in a day, that's an achievement. I suppose some of the girls and boys that work in places like Amazon and those, and possibly some of the people working in supermarkets, not the ones who sit on the till. You know, they just sit there putting on more and more weight, don't they? I'm sure they've got sweets under the counter. No, is anyone? Shove another Cadbury chocolate eclair in their mouths. Yes, please, mummy. Cadbury chocolate eclairs. It says if it doesn't say at least 30,000, which is roughly 13 miles for. I suppose it depends on the size of your legs. Well, not the fatness of your legs. Your stride. It depends on the length of your stride. If you've got little legs. Who's got little legs? I've got little legs. Have you got little legs? Or long, slender legs? You know, I think that's where Katie Price wins. She's got the long, slender legs, hasn't she? I mean, they look a bit old and haggard now with the amount of times they've been open. It's a bit less. But listen, every evening, if it doesn't say at least 30,000, roughly 13 miles for her, she'll put on her trainers and head out for a walk with the dogs or start jogging up and down the stairs until she has reached that magic number. Now, that's taking it a little bit too far, I think, you know. She's even been known to head out into the driving rain or gale and admits she would find it hard to fall asleep if she went to bed without hitting her target. And again, we've got someone else there obsessed by numbers. Like so many of the young people are, they are obsessed by the amount of likes or little love hearts that they get on their shows. You know, I ask for likes on this particular show. I do ask for likes now and again. Every morning, and that is to do with the YouTube algorithms. You know, to sort of try and show the show to as many people as possible who might or might not enjoy it. And if they watch it and they don't like it, that's fine. But at least they have the opportunity to see that it's there. Do you see what I mean? You know, if one person is sitting there watching this and enjoying it, then then it's worth doing to me. But I would like people to see the opportunity of, hang on, let's have a look at this. If they watch it, and I don't like it, that's fine. But if they don't ever see it, then I haven't kind of got there. Do you see what I mean? See what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I shall never have as many viewers as Miserable Charlie on BBC Breakfast, probably. But nevertheless, you know, I would like people to decide, right, okay, let's have a little look at this. Yeah, I like that, and then they might watch it, or they might not like it. But with the algorithms, it's to try and get your little picture up there for, let's click on that. If it's not up there, no one ever knows you're even there. And that's the hardest thing about doing YouTube stuff. It's getting your thing out there to note for other people to notice. And now and again, after all this time, now and again, I'm doing a search sometimes for perhaps let's think talk shows or quiz shows. Now and again, you'll see one of my videos pop up now. But it's taken ages for that to happen. And then there'd be other certain people, for example, the quiz leader for the quiz show. The quiz leader is Jay's Virtual Quiz. Jay's Virtual Quiz. And when you type in quiz show, there's hundreds of his videos come up. And people obviously like it. Tens of thousands of viewers, right? And you scroll along this list, and eventually there might be one of me way down the list. Well, the algorithms might move it forward a bit, and that's the reason I like likes. That's the reason. Okay, it's nothing to do. I don't need to be verified. These young people, I feel sorry for them. It's like they need to be verified that they're actually doing something good. Why do you need to be judged? That's all like from the X Factor thing. You know, old Simon Cowell and his little merry people on there judging people whether or not they're good enough for doing their thing. Why judge them? Let them just do their thing, and then let's move on to the next one. Be done with it like that. Don't be led by numbers. This lady is, though. She says, she's addicted to step counting since getting a Fitbit 3 years ago, which my sister wants for her birthday. It's my sister's birthday in a couple of weeks. She wants a Fitbit. I said to her, send us a link for the one you want. 42 quid! 42 quid on a gift for my sister? Jeez! How much is that? 42 quid! Anyway, she ain't getting that one. I'd get one of those clickers. Click, they're only 10 quid. You know, so as she steps along, she'll get click, click, click. I might be able to get one of them from one of my mates who's a bouncer. She's a bouncer. One of our delightful girls that likes girls. Don't muck around with them, mate. Never ever pick a fight with one of my lesbian friends. They will do you over. You stand there with guns and knives. You won't get one over on one of my lesbian friends, my darlings. Great big girl she is. She don't take no crap from anyone, mate. No. I could get a little clicker from her. Give that to my sister. There he goes. Oh, it doesn't go on my wrist, no. And as you take a step while you're running, you click the little button on the top and it goes up one. I mean, how simple is that? You don't want something complicated. 42 quid? She's lost the plot. It says here, while Pauline, who's only 30, is by no means the only one who's become borderline obsessive about their daily step count, another actress, Sarah Jessica Parker, has... What's she in then? I don't know her. Has apparently been counting her steps for years. 2 new studies indicate that 10,000 steps a day is a mantra for so many women. But it may be nothing more than a catchy slogan for companies selling pedometers. Pedometers? What does that count pedos as they're walking past? There's one. Oh, it's one over there. Pedo! Pedo! Pedometer. That's not right. Pedometers? It can't be pedometers. 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 They stand outside the courthouses and the numbers are going up and up. You've only got to open the bleeding papers. Bleeding nonsense walking around all over the place. Walking a minimum of 10,000 steps a day, which is around 4 miles. Mine works that out to just under 5 miles. Maybe because I've got smaller legs, I don't know. It's around 4 miles. It's become the benchmark for adequate physical activity thanks to fitness trackers such as Fitbits that push users to hit a target now endorsed by the World Health Organization. So if they say it, then that's good, isn't it? But some people do get obsessed by their numbers. You mustn't be obsessed by the numbers. As long as if you think you set your own little target there or something like that, and as long as you're happy with that, then that's all well and good, isn't it, really? Okay. All right, let's just do some of your messages on the show this morning. Good morning to Mick Davenport. Morning, Mick. Michael Pullman there. There's our lovely Denise. Good morning, Denise. Nice to have you back with us this morning. Morning, Denise. Hello to John Parrish. Yes, I've got your photos. Hello to Andy. Rachel. Jason Hughes. Mandy Davenport. LaBelle, your emerald-eyed ray of sunshine magic is in the house. Sherry DMP and her cookery channel. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning to Daniel Woodhouse. Sometimes I say the same name twice. Can't keep up, dear. Let's have a look. What else? Who else? A little Mandy. Wacky Races. Good Saturday morning telly. It was on Saturday morning, wasn't it? Who was the... Dastardly and Muttley were on it as well, weren't they? Dastardly and Muttley and all those other wonderful characters on Wacky Races. Andy, Top Cat, the magical Top Cat, Most friends get to call him TC. Wonderful, wonderful children's programs. I mean, Teletubbies is crap compared to the stuff we had. Oh, it really is. Mandy's feeling old now. Good morning to Christopher Woodhouse. I'm going to see Chris tonight, aren't I? Morning to Christopher Woodhouse. I'm jumping in my car later to visit him. There's young Shania Steele. Dad will love that. Okay. He is now Bin King. Vectis or Simon Steele is now Bin King. Excellent. Excellent. Hello to the lovely Diane Jebb. Good morning, Diane. Blah, blah. Mike Reese-Ponto's been on the Isle of Wight train when I popped over there a few years ago. They run from the end of Ryde Pier. Old underground trains. Yeah, with doors that work as well. I love the doors. Psh, I'd like those sort of doors in here. Shania, the trains are being replaced this year. We'll miss those trains. They are looking for a home for the old trains. Oh, quite like the idea of having one of those. You could live in one, couldn't you? Seriously, you could live in one of those old trains. I mean, you might have to do a little bit of insulation work on there, but you could absolutely live on one of those trains. Good morning to Park Nest this morning. Let's just scroll down a little bit. Let's get all the names in. I like to read people's names. One moment, please. Yin's mum, good morning to Yin's mum. She hates Manilow. Well, I'm sure he hates you as well, my love. Especially with a face like that. I bet Barry Manilow's seen your face a few times. Absolutely detests you. Detests you. So it goes both ways, Yin's mum, doesn't it, my darling? All right, welcome to the show. Hello to Jason Hughes. Paul and Lou, have I missed anything? Yeah, we just gave away a car. What a shame you weren't here. Never mind, maybe tomorrow. Fran Green is there. Good morning to Fran Green. Tony King, good morning to young Tony. Ladybug, I love that name. Ladybug is there. Morning to Ladybug. Jason is always a bad boy. Jason is always a very, very bad boy. You know that. And let's scroll right down there. Anyone else? We don't like to miss anyone else. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. Like to get those names in. Adam the plumber in the house. Good morning, Adam. Gary Ross is there as well. Excuse me a moment. Paul and Lou, it's funny when someone complains like your flat, Kris. It's not just one issue. There's more than one thing goes wrong. All of a sudden, upper crap. Get her out. She's gone. She's gone. Now, seriously, no joking aside, I think I'm a damn good landlord. Something goes wrong. If there's any slowness in the chain, it's the estate agent. Okay, so here's the thing. Tenant doesn't know me, never meets me. Don't want to meet them anyway. Right? Okay. Good morning to the delightful Maureen. Just texting in there. Good morning, Maureen. Okay, that's how it works. So something goes wrong. Tenant rings estate agent. Estate agent then contact me either by email or phone. That's where the slow bit is, because I don't think the estate agent always inform me immediately. I want to know yesterday if there's a problem somewhere. You know, last year one of my tenants had to have a new window. Okay, I told you this the other day. There was black on the wall. Black kept appearing on the wall near the window, and I had an idea that might be something to do with the window. Sent a bloke round there who does windows, who I know. I know all these people now, you see, because they've done work for me over the years. Sent a bloke round there. Yeah, it's the window, Kris. The window's at it, I'm afraid. Put a new window in there. Guarantee you it'll solve the problem. Okay. What about the other windows? He said, funnily enough, I had a quick look at those. They're old, but they're still working properly. You don't need to replace those. Okay, replace the window. Window replaced. Problem gone. No more black on the inside of his window. Good. That's how I work. I don't want people to move out. Every time someone moves out, costs you X amount of pounds for the changeover. You have to pay someone to do a inventory of everything, and you have to pay to have it professionally cleaned. You might have to do a little bit of work that perhaps the last tenant hasn't noticed. You know, maybe scratches on the wall or something. Because I want it nice for the next person. I want it nice for the next person. Not like some of these landlords in London, mate. Oh, horrendous. People, no hot water for 6 months. It's disgusting. Disgusting how they treat their tenants. I'm not like that. Seriously, something goes wrong, I want it repaired tomorrow. Yesterday, before it's even gone wrong. All right? So when she comes along, comes out with all that old BS, dear. It's very. We've noticed we've got damp in the flat, and I've got a little baby, and I work for the NHS, and all this old crap. What a load of BS. Why didn't you report it? And incidentally, she reported that during the 2 weeks when it was really hot. Back in June, I think. Early June. Was it early June? End of May, early June. That's when she reported the damp issue. Well, the estate agent rang me up immediately, and they said, I said, well, what do you think? She said, well, I've got to tell you, when we go round for our checks, which is twice a year, but the estate agent goes around and checks everything, you know, knocks on, hello, and you can either be in or not, that's up to you, right? Goes in. Whenever we go round there, it's like a sauna in there. No windows open, clothes drying all over the place, which is understandable if you've got a little baby. But then don't come to me just because you want to get out of the contract. Just because you want to get out of the contract, you come out with all that old BS. That's fine. Just say to me, you know, oh, I'd like to leave the contract. Okay, fine, go. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. I'll get someone in there like that. No, I had to come out with all that old stuff. That's rubbed me up the wrong way, you see. And now you want to extend it? No, I don't think so. Bye-bye. Cow. Always the case. She's probably got mouldy knickers, says Gary. She might even watch this show. I don't know. Do we have anyone from Bracknell watching this show? I don't think we do. Good morning to Peter Paliwoda. Excellent. He's got his bingo ticket. Excellent. So that's worked. Bingo tickets should have worked today. Paul and Lou, I removed you from Sunday as requested. Peter Paliwoda, Mark Bowles. Someone else was added today as well to our weekday. So hopefully you all got tickets. Shame you didn't reply to the email that I sent you. You know, really, that said, please let me know that you got it. Or maybe I didn't put that. I don't know. All right, well done. Excellent. I'm glad you got that. Chatting to each other. Morning to Christopher Williams. Morning to you. Is that everyone there? I think we've said hello to everyone. Excellent. Everyone is in the house. And a delightful Rachel Wheatland. Rachel Wheatland. Mick Davenport, you've got a spare flat. Can I move in? No, you can't. You're not coming round here, mate. I'm coming nowhere near it. There's a poster up. The same poster that we use at the Chapel Hill Marina, dear. There's a poster of you. Yes. Black on the window from Steam sitting at the windows naked thinking she's in Amsterdam. Anyway, got a couple of pictures to show you today, boys and girls. We got two from Peter Wright, who has sent in an email, actually. Peter sent in an email. He's not with us for the show today, but he's going to be watching the show later. So Peter Wright sent in two more cleaning pictures. And we've also got two pictures from John Parrish sent in. We've got 17 likes at the moment. Oh, that's quite good. Let's have 25 likes for that, okay? When we get to 25 likes, I will show you the pictures as sent in by the delightful Peter Wright and the even more delightful JP, and as always, a picture of his gorgeous wife Sherry with that smile. Yeah, I love your smile, Sherry. Love you, love your smile. Yesterday afternoon, I cut down a climber. I had this, you know, the jasmine plants, beautiful smell on the jasmine, and you buy them in little pots, right? Flowers drop off. What shall I do? Let's plant them in the garden. Honestly, they grow so big. Jasmines. Anyone done that before? I bet Rachel's done it. You got this little pot plant that you've got from whatever, Sainsbury's or whatever, and it's, you know, finished now. You put it in the ground, put a little trellis up there, maybe it will climb up there. This thing goes right up, and it was getting close to the roof. What happened was there is a hanging basket bracket, which is very high up. I don't really put new hanging baskets on there anymore because it's a little bit of a pain getting up there to water the thing. Now, I've got a hook which attaches to a hose. You just, like, hook it on and that's all right. But then you've got a trailer hose for the blooming house and all that. I can't be bothered with it. There's nothing on there other than, like, an empty plant pot hanging. This thing, over a period of years, has grown up and up with also a kiwi fruit vine. I thought it'd be a good idea to plant a kiwi fruit vine. I'll get kiwi fruits. Well, the vine's very good. Never had a single kiwi fruit from it, which I presume is because it's not right in the sun properly. You know, it's not hot enough here probably. So this thing's gone up there, and it's attached itself to this to the hanging basket bracket that's out like that. It's gone up like that and like that. Oh, that's all right then, you know, it's okay. It's climbed up the wall, stuck itself. Actually, no, they don't really stick themselves to the wall, these particular plants. I had a couple of sticks, like a stick going up there, then a trellis up there, and then it got itself up there. And that's where it was. And gradually, it started shooting out other bits there. But where the hanging basket is, it's got wider and wider and wider. And, like, if that's the end of the hanging basket, this thing is, like, out here now, right? And it's starting to affect the light coming in from one of my windows. So I thought I'd give it a little bit of a trim yesterday. So I got the ladder out and up I went and I started trimming it. And then I stood down. And the trouble is, you trim all the green stuff off and then all you can see is dead wood underneath it. And I thought, oh, that don't look good at all. So then I trimmed the other side, looked even worse. So then I just took the whole lot down. That was a job and a half, that was. Yeah, when you're up a ladder doing stuff like, you know, like vines and that are pouring out like that, and you get all this dust and insects and stuff in your hair. Not very pleasant, really. But I got it down in the end and put it all away. I'll put the lawnmower over it a little bit later on to pick up all the dead leaves and things like that. But I mowed my grass as well out the back, so I did that yesterday. That was a job. That was about an hour's work. That wasn't too bad, to be honest, pulling all that stuff down. And of course you get it down so far and you know it'll grow up again, but that's okay, you know. Just keep it under control and you can watch it grow up again. It's in when the jasmine flowers. Oh, the smell on it is just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful, the smell of jasmine. But it can take over a garden. You must be very careful of that. I'll tell you what I've got taken over the back garden at the moment. Passion flowers. Passion flowers. Now, I've had this particular climber for some years with very, very limited success. Okay? Well, this year, back in, I think it was March, it was quite a nice warm day. I had this solar panel attached to one of my pine trees. Well, I've only got one pine tree. The pine tree that's in my garden. There was a solar panel attached. This is not part of the main solar panel array on the house. This was like an extra thing I put in just to do like muck around with a battery and things like that. And it's been up there for years. Anyway, I took it down back in March. Although I had to, the brackets I had to leave up there. There's like two, so if that's the tree like that, the brackets, there's two brackets, one there, which were kind of bolted to the tree. They have now become part of the tree. You can't really remove them now because the bark has grown out and around and you would seriously damage the tree by removing them. So they got to stay there. I thought, well, what can I do with those? And my passion flower had started growing up this tree. So I basically, where some of it had gone around the solar panel, which I'd taken out, was now hanging, just hanging there like that. So what I did is I just pushed it. I didn't tie it up or anything. I pushed it over the bottom bracket. And I thought maybe it will climb up there. My God, it's gone mad. It obviously loves that position. And it's covered that whole area now up the tree. I did have a photo. I think I've removed them from here now. It's covered that whole bit on the tree. Not only that, it is alive with buds. So many buds on there. And these passion flowers open, and they are just stunning flowers. And it's funny, isn't it, that I've had that for years. Not only has it gone mad there, it's now coming out of the ground in various other places as well. It's really taken hold, you know. And it's trying to grow along the washing line. Well, I've got to replace that now because the washing. I've actually got the new washing line. It snapped. They last a few years, washing lines, and then one day you'll be hanging some stuff. Like you've got all your sheets out there nicely along, all your little socks hanging there, little underpants, my little pink knickers that I wear sometimes, only in private, of course. You know, in front of a mirror. Sometimes I dress up in a pair of knickers and a bra, just in front of a mirror. You know, I get something out of that. Hope you don't mind me sharing that with you. You know, I'm not going to post a picture of that. Well, maybe I will, but at some point, I don't know, perhaps on one of our nighttime shows. But, you know, we all do our little thing, don't we? So I've got my little knickers hanging out there. Sometimes my neighbour says, "Oh, all right, Kris," because he's a bit of a lad. "All right, Kris, yeah, who have you had in there then? They're mine." "Oh, okay, mate." And he walks off. So I've got my little bits hanging out there. And then you put a towel on there. A towel. You know, snap, and everything's on the ground, isn't it? Has that happened to you, ladies? Happens to me. So I ordered a new washing line. I've got to put that up. But the passion flower is climbing along the washing line now. You know, I mean, I don't know. If you was to allow that to happen, could you still hang clothes on it? Or not? Or would that make dirty clothes? I don't know if I should do that or not. Anyway, so that's that. Cut down the climb. I'd done all my garden, and then I had a little bit of a sleep. And then when I woke up, I got my mobile phone. It's the first time I've ever done this. Got my mobile phone out. Right, you know you have to put that code in, don't you? So I turned it on. Turned it next to me on the bed. You know, I've just woken up about 6:15. No, about 5 o'clock actually. I went to bed at 4:15, but I woke up again at 5. I don't think I slept very well yesterday afternoon. It was a bit hot, but I was a little bit too tight yesterday to turn the air conditioning on. Sometimes I think, I don't need that on today, so I don't turn it on. We can't afford to waste money, love. So I've leaned over, turned this on, you know, and I'm waiting for the little bleep. Bleep. I'll put in the code. Code wrong. Code wrong. You have one more choice. Oh, come on. Dun. Your phone is now locked. You will need your puck code. I said puck with a P. Pay full attention, dear. A puck code. I thought, oh, Christ. Ring your network provider now. So, of course, then you try and ring your network provider, but you can't ring your network provider because you've locked your phone up and it wants a puck code. Puck. With a P, I told you, a P. Puck. And I thought, oh, Christ, no. You can't be serious. And I had all these visions in my head. I'm going to have to ring up my mate or go round there or ask the neighbour to use their phone because I don't have a landline in here. Never used it. Never, ever used it. So I thought, oh, Christ. So I've come in this room, turned the computer on, and I'm looking around. And I'm with the 3 network. So 3 have got a chat box. I thought, oh, I've got a chat box on here. So the internet would still work on here. Okay, it's just you can't phone in now. I don't know if it would take calls in. You certainly can't phone out. So I opened the little 3 chat box there and I thought, oh, this is going to be fun now. But actually, I opened the chat box, put my question in, and within a minute someone replied, okay, what's the problem? I need a puck code, but I can't dial out because it's on the phone I'm on. Okay, just a moment, I'll get that for you. Oh, right, okay. Is it for the number that you're on? Yeah, that's right. Okay, here's the code. And sent me the code. That was that. 2 minutes. Happy days. But you know that moment where something goes wrong and you think that's never going to be sorted out now? Oh, I don't know. I sent the biscuits off to my aunt, as you well know, on Tuesday. I'm very pleased she received them yesterday. She's over the moon with those. Auntie Brenda, she's early 80s, she is. Auntie Brenda, she don't have much... I don't think she has much fun in her life, really, since her husband died must be about 6 or 7 years ago, Uncle Malcolm. And I try and ring her every night, you know, and sometimes I must admit, you know, I'm not always listening, but I think it's important to ring someone who's lonely once a night. I reckon it's probably one of her highlights of a day to get a phone call from someone regularly. Although there is some woman, apparently, she was telling me, some woman who's taken it upon herself to keep ringing her. And she says it's starting to get me down, to be honest. This woman's on the phone for hours every night to her. So I'm trying to ring, it's blooming engaged. But I sent her some biscuits from Hotel Chocolat the other day. And she received those in the post yesterday. The blooming price of the post was like half the price of the biscuits. Dear me. Anyway, I'm pleased that she's got those. Last night, as I say, I went to Aldi just to get some of those yogurts. I even did a TikTok yesterday. I haven't done one of those for ages. A little bit of Whitney Houston going on there. TikTok. Must do some more TikToks. I kind of miss doing those. And that was my day yesterday. I'm not hopeful today, though. I'm not sure today's going to be a good day. Yeah, I'm going to go and get my keys. Go and get the keys for the flat from the estate agent because I don't have my own set. Go over there and have a quick look around. Being very careful not to touch anything. Coronavirus. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So I'll have a little look round there and report back to you tomorrow morning. I hope nothing's wrong in there anyway. But if it is, then it has to be sorted out, and that's it. That's how you have to look at it. No point sitting there. Oh, she's made a stain on the carpet. Oh, no, what am I going to do? Oh, Christ, what am I... No, you see the stain on your carpet, you order immediately someone to sort that out. All that time that flat's empty, there's no money coming in. You know my work ethic. Must be done. Get it done. That's hopefully going to be the good part of the day, right? And I shall go down to the estate agent as soon as I finish the show. I shall get on my little bicycle and go down there with my very comfortable saddle, as provided by DJ Kris. He bought me a lovely, lovely saddle. I think I went down to DJ Chris's house a couple of weeks ago when he gave me that sound bar. I'm going down to see him again tonight. And I think he looked at my bum and thought, oh, that looks like it's a bit worn out, that bum. So then he bought me a nice gel saddle for my bicycle. Has anyone else got a worn out bum? So that's the good part. The bad news is, here's the bad news of the morning. I've just received a text just before we started the show from Hermes telling me they've got a parcel to deliver. I'm not hopeful. Hermes. Oh, Christ. Why did you give it to Hermes to deliver to me? I can't even remember what it is now, actually. What did I order? It was from the Amazon. 1 minute, I'll tell you. Oh, what was it? My sister's birthday? Oh, no, it wasn't. I haven't done that yet. I thought I'd wait for that because her birthday's on the 16th of August. So if I wait another few days, if I can wait until... Oh, got to be careful, actually. I don't want to wait too long. What? So I'm there this week, aren't I? Saturday... I'm there Sunday... Oh, no, I can have it delivered to my nephew. Sunday 12. If I can leave it... Hang on, what day is it? What is it today? 30. So there we are. So Sunday to there. Sunday to... Wednesday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, yes. Then I'm back here. That works. So if I can leave it till the 7th, then it won't go on August's American Express view. It'll go on the September one. Make things a little bit easier. I've got a Cat 7 Ethernet extension cable coming. That's what I've ordered. So and they've given it to Hermes to deliver it. I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful at all. Not hopeful at all. Rachel says, looking at your bum, Kris, maybe you wanted to kick it. I'm sure a lot of people would, my love. Herpes are delivering my parcel. It'll be covered in sores and spots. There's tablets for that, you know. It's not worn out through the saddle. You shut your mouth, nephew. DJ Kris gives me lots of... He does. Well, what DJ Kris, he can't be bothered with the eBay thing. And quite frankly, I understand that because I've had trouble selling stuff. Not recently. I stopped selling stuff on there because years ago I used to sell some of my old records. You wouldn't sell them singly, you know, like a packet of 10 records and you'd list your records, put them on eBay. Oh, yeah, I'll have those. How much do you want? £5, which wasn't a lot of money. Not really for what they were getting. You'd send the records off. Oh, they haven't arrived yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So I stopped and Kris had exactly the same problem with people. My mate Ronnie, he's sold stuff before. He sold recently Apple Watch. He's like Kris. Something new comes out, he's got to have it. He's got to have it. Every year he upgrades his phone. And now it's come to the thing. I think he does his watch as well every year now. Every year they get a new one. Right? So he sells the old one. So in actual fact, give him his due, if you sell your old iPhone, right, and it was the one last year, if you see what I mean. So what are we on now? 11? Is it 11 this year? If you want to buy iPhone 11 and you've got iPhone 10 or whatever it is, okay, sell iPhone 10. The iPhone 11 will only cost you a couple of £100 because you've kept it. You see, so that's what he does. So when he says to people, oh, I've got the brand new iPhone, you know, £1,200, he may well have sold his old one for £1,000. Okay, so actually, the new one has only cost him £200. But the thing is with that, you're locked into that system. In this case, Apple. He's locked himself into Apple. Now, if he wanted a Huawei, perhaps that wouldn't work with the same as that. I don't know how it works, but that's what he does. That's exactly what he does. He sells the old one to make money for the new one. But he does it on eBay. Well, the last time he did that, the bloke just kept sending him endless messages. You know, is it clean? Well, you've seen the photo. Yes, it's clean. How are you sending it? What time are you sending it? And then I'll be sending it tomorrow. And then the next day, have you sent it yet? Who did you use? What courier? Jesus. And sometimes, and Kris this is where Kris is with it, it just isn't worth the aggro of sending stuff when you have to deal with members of the public at the other end. You know, I'm not a people person. I used to be a people's person. I'm not. I can't stand them. Keep away from me, please. For years and years, I've wanted to live on my own in the middle of nowhere in a forest with little animals making noises, deers running around, a little stream at the bottom. People are coming, just push button and all these gates come up. Mike Reese Ponto uses Cat 7 cables, more expensive. You get higher bandwidth through them, says that. It's actually an extension. This is actually more of a test, actually, Mike. What it is, you know, I've got my new 4G router aerial, external aerial. So this is going to go on a pole, right, at my caravan. The wire's going to come into the caravan, probably through a vent. I'm probably going to see if I can get that wire to come through a vent rather than drill a hole in the caravan. Right? And there's a way to do that. We learnt this at British Telecom. If you've got a wire coming in, right, in the side of the house, what you do is put a loop it. So if you've got the hole there, wire comes down there, but drop it below the hole and then loop it and then put it in like that. Right? Why? Because if any water's coming down it, it won't go up there. It will get down there and drip off the wire. That was the idea of that, you see. It's very clever, very, very simple. And, of course, you would put a squeezy stuff on there if you wanted to. But if I've got a vent already and I might be able to get it through the vent, I might have to stick a screwdriver in there and open up the vent a little bit to get the wire through. But the reason for the extension cable is the modem is kind of happy where it is, and it's been put on quite well. I don't really want to have to move that. So I was going to put a pole next to the caravan there where the router is and bring it in there. Well, I've already got a television pole. And this was my nephew's idea. He said, why don't you try it on the television aerial pole? Which, to be honest, that does need to go up a bit as well. Because sometimes I lose the TV signal. So it could do with a taller pole there. But just to test it out, I thought I could put it on that pole there and then run that through there. That where the aerial cable comes in won't reach where the router is. And you might say to yourself, well, why don't you just extend the aerial cable? Because then you lose signal. You want the aerial cable as short as possible. Ethernet cables, you can run them quite a long way. And then what would happen then is I'll have to take the router off the wall, put it in that new position, and then just temporarily run an Ethernet cable, the extension from there to there, plug it in and see if that makes any difference in the speed. I'm very looking forward to actually seeing how much difference an external aerial will make to the speed of my internet, and more not so much the speed, because we've got a decent speed there. It's fine when it works, but the stability. You want a stable, you want it like a pair of wires. But of course we can't have wired-in internet up at the caravan in Lincolnshire because there isn't any. Well, there is. There's BT. They can guarantee me about half a meg. That's coming down, you know, and that's no good for me to do my show there. Okay, Shania's off now. She's going to church. She's very busy at church this morning. Bye bye, Shania. See you, darling. See you, darling. Rachel says she's too confused. Too many two-faced people on there. Oh, don't worry about them, Rachel. Just ignore them, darling. Just ignore them. Just ignore them, my love. You carry on there being beautiful, Rachel, if you don't mind me saying so, my love. Good. What else have we got here? I think your external 4G will make a big difference. It'd be really interesting to see that, Mike. Have you any oh, you're a wired connection there, aren't you? But you see, a caravan, it's a metal box. So that router must be shielded some way. I'm sure the signal's coming through the window and that, but it'd be really interesting to see the difference it makes. If you go on YouTube, Mike Reese Ponto, if you're interested in this, you were. Oh, by the way, you got your ticket today, didn't you? If you go on YouTube, there are a couple of people on there, blokes on there, who have done experiments with and without an aerial, and some of the difference is to be seen to be that it like doubles the speed, which would be fantastic. Good morning to Sprinter Van. Hello, darling. All right, my love. Hello, Sprinter Van. We've got the Super Chat raffle coming up very soon today, boys and girls. Argos. Who likes Argos? We've been talking about Argos, haven't we? Yeah, on yesterday's show. Guess what they're going to stop doing? Shock horror. Just a quick shock horror. Shock horror. Oh, by the way, Claire, are you there this morning? I wasn't sure on this today, but I think it's kind of worked. Checks and clouds at the same time. I might have tried this before, actually. I put this on. Oh, is this going to work? And I think it does work. We have to ask Claire for that because she is head of afternoon teas and afternoon teas and fashion on this channel. Is our delightful Claire. Well, what's happening at Argos? Not only is Argos closing in Bracknell, do you know what else is happening at Argos? They're stopping the catalogue. No more printed catalogue. When you think about it, it must cost an absolute fortune to print that catalogue. Because it's like that, isn't it? You ever go into Argos when the catalogue's just come out and they got these great big metal, like what are they called? Paladin things. Are they? You know the wood thing and stacks and surrounded by like a gate, like a little fence type thing. And they got them sitting. God knows how they get them in there. Because, you know, how do they get those magazines in those great big storage things in there? And they got hundreds of them there. It must cost Argos an absolute fortune to print those catalogues. Well, it's stopping. In the Sun this morning, this is possibly the most important news item of today's show. It really is. In the Sun this morning, Argos has revealed it's scrapping its iconic catalogue after almost 50 years. It's sad, isn't it? Don't you think it's sad? I remember Argos they also kind of took over from Green Shield stamps, which I'm sure some of you remember. I don't think they exist anymore, Green Shield stamps. There used to be a Green Shield stamp shop in Kingston, and that became an Argos. And you would collect things in various shops. They'd be signed up to this, like having a loyalty card. Now we have loyalty cards, so you don't need the stamps. And you go and buy something, and you might get 3 Green Shield stamps. You have a little book, and you stick these stamps in a book, you see. And then when you had so many pages of stamps, you'd go into the Green Shield stamp shop. There you go. You might buy that kettle is going to cost you, 2,000 Green Shield stamps. And you well, can I have the kettle, please? Okay, and then you hand over your and that's how it worked. Argos took those over. Obviously not like with stamps and things like that, but they took them over. Argos has revealed, they took over the Kingston shop. I don't know if they took over Green Shield stamps. I don't think that's the case. But they took over the Green Shield stamp shop, which closed when people stopped giving out Green Shield stamps. And we also had co-op stamps as well, cooperative stamps, as in the co-op. Every time you went in a co-op, you got a couple of little blue stamps, stuck them in a little book. And again, you go in a co-op. Oh, I got like these stamps now. Okay, you can have a bar of chocolate or, I don't know, a day shopping. You can have a week shopping if you saved up enough stamps. No stamps anymore. Loyalty cards. Not as much fun, is it? It's not. How you see there the excitement of watching the amount of stamps build up in that little book and the pages. If you were saving up, people used to do it for Christmas. They'd save up these cooperative stamps, and the book would get thicker and thicker of these stamps. Just before Christmas, there you go, £25, which would buy an awful lot of shopping. And they'd pay you 3 months' worth of shopping in the 70s. Now, it's a loyalty card, and it's not fun. You don't really know how much is on that loyalty card unless you look at the receipt. It's not as much fun as collecting the stamps, is it? And didn't you like the taste? Oh, yes. The taste on the back of those loyalty stamps. And it would say on the bottom, the value of this stamp is 0.0000001 pence. What can I buy with this? Nothing. Well, Argos is stopping its books. The retailer, which specialises in homeware, electronics and toys, is bidding a fond farewell to the books as shoppers increasingly turn online. In an email to staff, Simon Roberts, chief executive of Argos parent company Sainsbury's, said, as most customers are now browsing and ordering online, we've decided the time is right to stop printing the Argos catalogue. Removing the printed catalogue helps us flex our range and offers to be more competitive on price. I mean, it must cost them an absolute fortune to print all those books. And they're all good quality, all colour pictures, you know, like a shiny paper on there, isn't it? Catalogue first launched in 1972 and has been running for 48 years. 2 editions are printed each year for customers to take home or browse in stores. And celebrities including Holly Willoughby, Emma Bunton and Tess Daly all made appearances in the catalogue in the early 2000s. Isn't that a shame? Arnold Schwarzenegger has also made an appearance in the famous catalogue. In total, there have been 93 editions and over 1 billion copies of the Argos catalogue printed. Argos says customers shopping on smartphones and tablets now account for more than 70% of all online sales, and most Argos branches have also gone digital, with customers using digital tablets to browse items in stock. And it is a shame, you know, because we all like to go in Argos, don't we? And you know, you've got those catalogues and they've got like the plastic, they're all laminated, the pages, aren't they? And you flick through them. You know, you don't really know what you want. You know, maybe you've got a rough idea. Maybe you want to buy a toaster. Toasters. Flick, 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 flick. Can't do that anymore. Books are all going. And I don't care what people say. It's not the same as picking up that tablet. That's not the same. It's not the same. It's like the digital readers. Kindle. My sister's got a Kindle, which she loves. She loves her Kindle, reads stuff on it, watches stuff on it. But I don't read much. I don't read at all, really. I don't read at all. I like to pick up a book and turn the page. Newspapers as well, to be honest, newspapers. Because in a newspaper, you open up a newspaper and you haven't got those blooming annoying videos that keep playing on the internet, have you? Like in the Daily Mail or the Star. Daily Mail's the worst offender of that. You're trying to read a story and suddenly this advert will flash up right across the blooming screen. So annoying. And don't think the ad blocker stops it either, because it doesn't always. You go on certain sites, the Metro's one. Go on the Metro, if you've got an ad blocker and you try and look at a story, it then comes up, big message across the story. We noticed you're using an ad blocker. Please unblock this page to continue reading, and you can't use it. So you then have to turn the damn thing off. Most depressing. Argos adds that its separate Christmas gift guide will continue to be printed for now. So there we are. Oh, what a shame. We're not going to be able to do our flicking. I like to do a bit of flicking. Mike Reese, get the latest Argos catalogue. It'll be worth something in years to come. You could be right with that, but you'd be going quite far forward. And quite honestly, Mike, I'm not sure you're going to survive that long, my love. You'd need to keep it for 100 years, wouldn't it? Right, Denise used to get cards in cigarette packets and save them up and choose something from the catalogue. I don't remember that, to be honest, Denise. Maybe that's going back a little bit further than... When I was smoking at about 15, I think I started smoking. 15 to 26, 25, about 10 years. Argos catalogue's worth a fortune if you've got an old one. Have a look on eBay. £50 for an Argos catalogue, says Paul and Lou. How mad is that, eh? Andy remembers the Green Shield stamps. My nan has books and books of them. Yes, could you keep them? Actually, I think you could keep them, couldn't you? Because they would stamp them. Am I right in that? If you handed over your Green Shield stamp, wouldn't they stamp them with something and give the book back to you? So that you couldn't use them again. You just imagine people now, wouldn't you? We would just accept that in the 70s. Okay, we've used those now. Nowadays, you know, Karen or Sharon from down the road, they'd get the stamp and then they'd try and rub out the stamp on it so they can use them again. Dodgy characters. Rachel always looks online. Ladybug used to love the Argos catalogue. Always meant Christmas was coming with the winter one. Yeah, you're right. Pallets, that's what I was looking for there, Fran and Christopher. Pallets. Pallets of those Argos books, weren't they? Yes, baby. Right, let's do the Super Chat raffle this morning, boys and girls. We're giving away a mug today. Someone is about to win this mug with the Super Chatters raffle. Okay, tickets ready. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's just scroll these around there. And I should take my pills. I'm down to 2 pills now. 2 little pills. Right, are you ready? Let's mix them up. Mixing up the tickets here. Who's going to win the mug today? Blah, blah. Stand by, studio. Here we go. Denise says, I remember scrapping with my brother for Mum's cigarette cards. They're very collectible. Yes, they are. And there was all sorts of cards, weren't they, really? In tea packets, packets of tea. I remember the series Strange But True. Do you remember that? Strange But True. You collect the cards. I wish I'd kept those now in a little album, chucked them all away. You can find them on eBay sometimes. And stuff in petrol stations as well. I collected, and again, I threw these away. Man on the Moon. And it was a little silvery coin, right? And you got like a card with indents in it of coins. And you collected all these coins to celebrate man had landed on the moon. Or was about to. Shell petrol stations used to do this. We used to glasses. Used to get glasses at petrol stations, you know. Drinking glasses, didn't you? All sorts of things like that. Right, here we go, gang. I've mixed them all up. Let's have a drum roll and see who's won the mug. I have a ticket in my hand now. Stand by, everyone. Whose ticket is this? It is ticket number 906. Ticket number 906, and the name on the back is Mr. Daniel Holmes. You've won the Super Chat raffle this week, sir. Daniel Holmes, those of you that didn't win, worry not. You have another opportunity to win something with these tickets. What day is it today? On the 31st, which is tomorrow. What day? It's Thursday. Is it Wednesday today? No, it's not. It's Thursday. Oh, it's up there. Thursday. It's Thursday today. You've got another opportunity to win with these tickets tomorrow. Okay? All right? So I'm going to put all these in here. Okay? With all the other tickets that are in there. There we are. They're all standing by for tomorrow's super draw, and we will be giving another mug away tomorrow. Or you can have stickers if you prefer that. All right? There you go. How exciting. The Super Chatter raffle is done. There we go, my loves. I think we're going to do a Super Chat raffle next week, or we might give that a little rest for a while. I don't know, really. We have a Super Chat raffle. Well done. Now, is he here? And there is Daniel Holmes there now. Did you win some? Did you win the bingo as well, Daniel? I can't remember now. Did you win the bingo? Was it you who won the bingo, or was it another Daniel? I can't remember what's going on here half the time, to be honest. Well done, Daniel. If you just send me your full postal address there, I'll try and get that in the post for you later on today. Okay? Very happy that someone's won that. Congratulations. We've got the bingo coming up very shortly. Jason tried one of his dad Woodbines when he was 10, like a bonfire. It was like a bonfire. Peter Palawoda, what's my number? I don't know. How would I know? What do you think? I'm going to go through that box of tickets looking for your blooming number? Don't think so. Right. Let's do another story, gang. How you doing with the face masks at the moment? Any good? How's it going? All right? I'm okay with it now. I don't like it when you breathe out and you get the hot air come back at you, but that's just how it is. I can put on a face mask now for half an hour, no problem at all. And again, you see these people. I saw it again yesterday on Facebook. You know, oh, I've got terrible asthma. You know, can you tell me how does it work for me not having to wear my mask because I get terrible anxiety? Well, I mean, if you don't like wearing a mask and it gives you anxiety, wait till you're in hospital, stuck on a ventilator. That'll worry you even further, mate. That'll worry you even further. Okay, you are knocked out on a ventilator, but it's not. I'm sure it is not a pleasant experience. Really, having a tube stuck down. You're worrying about a little face mask, please. Well, you could be doing it wrong. In the Daily Mirror today, Last week it became mandatory. I should have brought one up here to show you this, actually. It became mandatory in England to wear face coverings in all shops and supermarkets due to the pandemic. Those that refused to wear one could be faced with up to a fine of £100, which is not a small amount of money. According to the government, face coverings are largely intended to protect others, not the wearer, against the spread of infection, because they cover the nose and mouth, which are the main confirmed sources of transmission of virus that cause coronavirus infection. It's therefore very important we make sure we're wearing it correctly. And what they're saying here, just to speed up the story a little bit, is do not bring the mask down to your chin. And I'm sure you've seen this. I'll do a little picture of this as well to show you what I mean. Okay, so what they're saying, when your mask is obviously up here, yeah? Right? Now, while your mask is up here doing its job, down here is not covered by the mask. It doesn't really need to be anyway, does it? Right? Okay? If, when you're out and about, you decide, okay, I don't want it on for now, maybe you've moved out of an area where you don't need to wear it, or there's no one around, outside somewhere. So a lot of people, they don't take it off, they drop it here. All right? Now, that virus might have been floating around and has now stuck itself to here. Which would be okay as long as you don't start doing that and doing that, doing that. Right? So your mask's there, then you go somewhere else, and then you move the mask back up. Well, you've now pulled all that virus up on the inside of your mask, and you've now put it over your mouth and nose. Not a good idea. Now you're breathing it in. Waste of time wearing a mask then, really, isn't it? Let me show you the photo. It's a very, very good photo, which reveals this. And you'll see the red area on here is where infection has got. Do you see what I mean? So he's moved his mask down onto the infection and then dragged it back up over his face and nose. So that's a really interesting thing that I thought I'd read you out this morning, gang, in the Daily Mirror. All right. Wear your mask properly. We've got another... Oh, how are we doing on the likes? We've got another story and then the likes. Let me tell my likes. We've got 24 likes. Let's show you these photos this morning. First of all, from Peter Wright. There we go. He's watching me on one of his little iPads. He's not with us this morning. He'll watch the catch-up a little bit later on. Okay. And also there. There I am on there as well. That's Peter Wright's room. I wonder, Peter, perhaps you'd like to take some photographs of something else, perhaps around the house. I must say, it's it's a very tidy room, isn't it? He's got got all those games and that. You're obviously a gamer there. I don't know. You might want to take those USB sticks out of your computer, though, Peter, because that's the sort of thing you knock it and you can do damage to the computer. So take them out there. Take them out. Thank you very much for Peter for his pictures there. Denise. Yes, Denise. The thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. If you tell me you can't play the bingo, that doesn't necessarily mean you won't get a ticket. Really, you're telling me that you can't play the bingo today, then if I notice you've won, I just carry on, right? It's not possible for... Oh, actually, I suppose it is, really. I could not send a ticket. That is possible. So yeah. But if you get a ticket and you've told me you're not playing, that's all right, darling. That's all right. Don't worry about that. Sometimes it's easier to just send them all out. Just ignore it. Just so long as I know that you're not there, then if you win, we don't wait that minute and a half. Do you see what I mean? Just for the other people, really. So no problem at all there, Denise. Denise, incidentally, is head of animal welfare on this channel, especially ducks. Head of animal welfare, especially ducks, on this channel. Good morning to Jerry Miller. Morning to Jerry. There we are. Joe Woodruff, I wonder what all the notes are on the wall. Oh, let's have a look. See if we can work out those notes on the wall. Oh, yes! I wonder what that is. Oh, we'll have to ask him. Make a mental note of that, Joe. In fact, I'm going to give you a job, Joe. I'm going to give you a job. Joe Woodruff. I'm very impressed with that, Joe. Joe Woodruff, head of observations. There we go. Joe's got a job. Head of observations. There you go. The jobs on this channel are given out randomly. Something will come into my head at some point saying, actually, that person will be good at that, and then I give them the job. You can't ask for a job. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. I could be out, I could be sitting on the toilet later, and suddenly I might think of a job for sort of Joey Millen. I could be just sitting there, and then I've got a job for him. And Joe's one just came in. Joe is now head of observations on this channel. Excellent. Rachel, nice room, shame about the carpet. Isn't it dreadful? I told him the other day. Horrendous, that carpet. Absolutely horrendous. Dreadful. Aren't we awful? Right, so we've got some more pictures from JP this time. He's got little stories for us, so let's just bring up the... where's his story there? 1 second. John Parrish. There he is. Oh, no, that's not him. John Parrish. There we are. Viva Las Vegas, he says. That's them in Las Vegas. What is that the... Yeah, the... Oh, what's this now? That is... Oh, I don't know what she's doing there to that poor ball. Oh, look at its bum. And now a big bum. It's like Beyonce. Is that Beyonce you're underneath there? See? Look at that smiling face. She's always got that beautiful smile on her face. I think that looks like the Bellagio fountain. Am I right there? On the see that big bit of water? I might be wrong. That could be the Bellagio fountain. And that thing of water has got all water things that jet out of it, and it all moves to music. It's very, very good. So that's John and Sherry Las Vegas there. Okay, is that Las Vegas, the one with the bull as well? I don't know if that is. Anyway, thanks very much for the pictures. You've got anything to send in, gang? Then feel free to send it. That's the email address there. No more than 2 pictures at a time, please. Otherwise, it gets a little bit too much there. All right. Okie doke, boys and girls. We'll do one more story. Well, what do we got to do now? One more story we'll do now. And then we'll do today's raffle tickets. McDonald's. McDonald's is now serving up books as well as toys. I think this is an excellent idea. I think McDonald's come out with some quite good stories sometimes. Or ideas. McDonald's is now serving up books as well as toys after making a permanent change to Happy Meal freebies. We like freebies. From 11 o'clock this morning, children will be able to choose between a toy or a book, rather than automatically getting a toy. McDonald's has already given away more than 93 million books through their Happy Readers scheme, where toys are replaced with books for a 6-week period each year. But now the scheme is being expanded, so parents will be able to choose a book or a toy every time they purchase a Happy Meal for their child. 2 new books will be available from this morning: Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Where Are You? And The Haunted Castle and Scooby-Doo and the Werewolf. McDonald's say that book choices will rotate alongside the toy promotion. I think that's an excellent idea. That's a really good idea, isn't it? Giving them a book instead of a toy. I don't know how many of the children will do the books there, but we have to see that. Daniel Holmes has sent me his address. Thank you, Daniel. Okie doke, gang. Hello to Mark. Mark's just sent in an email. Mark Jones. Good morning, Mark. Who says, hope you're well. Not been in touch. He's got a lot on in his life because he works in with elderly people. He's been working over 260 hours a month. I don't know what that is in days, but he's been looking after some of the most vulnerable people in the UK. So I've been catching up on shows. Today I was bored at the office, and he's done some Snapchat filters on some of my photos. So thanks, Mark. You carry on doing your very important job there, my darling. Let's do some raffle tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket for next Monday's raffle? Please speak now, my darlings. Who wants a raffle ticket? Blah, blah, blah. All you got to do is say, ticket please, and I'll give you a little raffle ticket, all right? This is for either a fridge magnet or some of my brand new stickers. Here are the brand new stickers. They're good, aren't they? They're good, aren't they? Oh, incidentally, I ordered some more hats for the bingo prizes yesterday. We've got a blue one at the moment. That's the last one left we've got. So I've ordered another. I've ordered navy, black, green, and red. Okay, they will be probably super chat prizes, or actually, let's do that then. So we'll do one of those this week because I've got a replacement coming. Okay, that's the super chat prize this week. Anyone who sends in a super chat, £1 gets you a pink raffle tickets. That's the only way you can get them. Super chat. Okay, send us a £1 tip. I'll give you a pink raffle ticket free of charge. Meanwhile, these are the other raffle tickets for Monday. Let's go. Gary Davidson, 209. Maureen, 208. Jason Hughes, 210. Fran Green, 211. Mick Davenport, 212. Michael Pullman, 213. Diane Jebb, 214. Joe Woodruff, 215. Sorry, let me just do those two again. Diane Jebb, 214. Joe Woodruff, 215. Scrolling up. Michael Lawrence, 216. Andy, 217. Daniel Holmes, 218. Tony King, 219. Rachel Wheatland, 220. Sorry. 220. Paul and Lou, 221. Ross Herndon, 222. There's our Gavin, head of Twittering, Gavin Bass, 223. Denise, 224, lovely Denise. Head of Animal Welfare, I've just add ducks to that. Thank you. Where is she now? Denise Andrews, head of Slippers. Oh no! Why have you got... It says here, head of Slippers and Peacocks, and I must have that wrong there. Have I got that wrong? Head of Animal Welfare. Animal Welfare. And Ducks. I must get this typed out. Does anyone do typing? Can I send a photo so you can type it out nice for me, someone? Mick says pink's his favourite colour. We all know about your sort of thing, Jason. Borrowing your girlfriend's clothes and all that, dressing up in those. Perv. Denise Andrews, we've done. Joey Millen, 225. David Fryer, 226. Oh, Rachel hasn't got the new fridge magnet yet. Have you not? Thought you'd won that ages ago. There's plenty of them to go. Plenty of them left, my darling. Worry not. Keep trying. Stephen Petty, 227. Amelia Dodd, 228. Anyone else? Is that everyone? If I've missed anyone out for the raffle tickets, please speak now. Okay. Right. Let's do today's birthdays. And then we'll go back on the raffle tickets for you. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 30th of July, 2022. Kris K. Kris K. Good morning, Kris baby. Kris K is in the house. Happy birthday to you. Danny Hughes today is 37 years old. Happy birthday, Danny. The lovely Beryl Minor. Hello, Beryl. 71 years old today. Good morning, Beryl. Craig Semaine. Morning, Craig. 30 years old today. Andy Ashcroft today is 32 years old. Philip, hang on, Andy Ashcroft. That's not Andy, is it? That's not, is Andy, no, I don't think it is. Tell me if it is. Andy Ashcroft today is 32 years old. Philip Ashcroft Hall is 32 today. Is a lovely name. Massimo Magro today, 27. Lee Crawford today, 55 years old. Joe Finesse, 25 today. And the delightful Shane McDermott. Good morning, Shane. Happy birthday to you and everyone else. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, boys and girls. All right, Michael Lawrence is saying he hasn't got a ticket. One moment, please. Let's give Michael Lawrence a little ticket there. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. 216. 216. Well, you're not paying attention, Michael Lawrence. 216. You did have a birth. You're not paying attention. People just go off and do their own thing while I'm doing my raffle tickets. How rude is that? Thank you very much. All right, gang. Okay. I think it's time to play our daily game of bingo. Should all have had your bingo tickets this morning, including people that have just been added to our weekday bingo system. If you want to play our daily little game of bingo, which we do at the end of the show, I can never give you an exact time. I'm afraid it'd be sometime usually between 10 and 10:30. Okay. If you didn't get a ticket and you're not on the system, then just let me know. Okay. Send me an email there and I will add you to the system. I can't add Hotmail, Live or Outlook email addresses. They won't work. I don't know why. You really need a Gmail address, or perhaps you've got your own sort of .co.uk thing I can send it to. That would be good as well. But if you want to be added to the system to play either our daily bingo game, which is just for another raffle ticket, someone gets another chance to win the fridge magnet. Okay, if you want to play that, or you want to play the Sunday game, or both, then just pop me an email to that email address there. Please add me to the Sunday bingo or the weekday bingo or both bingos, and I'll be happy to do that for you. All right? If you win and you don't turn up for the prize, so, claim your prize now. We do a minute and a half. If you don't claim that prize, then not only do you not get the prize, you do fall off the system, because it takes you off automatically. Otherwise, it gets annoying having to wait a minute and a half every time someone doesn't turn up. Okay? Unless, of course, you let me know that you're not going to be there. But for Christ's sake, some people, 1 minute they're there, then they're not, then they're there. That's a little bit too much work at this end. Okay? Don't say, I'm not going to be there for 2 weeks. And then you're like, I'm here this week, but not next week. Oh, by the way, I'm away. And start giving me lists of dates. There are 100 people to deal with. Impossible. Impossible. If I think you're taking the mick, you're going. Just like the lady in the flat. Bye-bye. You're right, Kris, baby. Here we go, then. Eyes down, boys and girls. Let's bring up the bingo board. There it is. In all its glory. Selecting game. And here we go. Eyes down. You need to cross off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. As soon as you've done that, shout bingo in the chat box. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim the prize. If you don't claim it in that time for whatever reason, even if it's like a delay in the system or something like that, then we've moved on to the next number and you've missed it. Ready? Here we go. Eyes down. All on its own, number 3. 2 and 6, 26. 6 and 8, 68. All on its own, number 1. 5 and 2, 52. Blah, blah. Top of the shop, blind 90. 4 and 3, 43. 4 and 2, 42. All on its own, number 5. 4 and 5, 45. 6 and 7, 67. All the threes, 33. 2 fat Chris's, 88. 7 and 2, 72. Boris's boudoir, number 10. 1 and 7, 17. 8 and 3, 83. 5 and 6, 56. 4 and 8, 48. Thank you, Andy. I'll do that in a moment for you, my darling. 1 and 4, 14. 1 little duck, number 2. Quack. 1 and 9, 19. 4-0, blind 40. 6-0, blind 60. 6 and 2, 62. 6 and 3, 63. 5 and 4, 54. 4 and 7, 47. 1 and 6, sweet 16. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Happy birthday. Do you know I've already done next week's music round for the quiz? I'm way ahead this week, dear. Way ahead. 7 and 1, 71. Jason Hughes not having much luck with the numbers today. 7 and 9, 79. 2 and 4, 24. 8 and 9, 89. When I do that one, it hurts my throat there. That really hurts that. Oh, dear. 8 and 9, 89. 3 and 9, 39. All the 7s, 77. 8 and 4, 84. 3-0, blind 30. All on its own, little number 9. Poor number 9. 5 and 1, 51. 3 and 4, 34. 6 and 1, 61. 7 and 3, 73. All on its own, number 4. Poor number 4. 2 and 5, 25. 1 and 2, 12. 1 fat Kris, number 8. 2 and 8, 28. All the 4s, 44. All on its own, little number 7. 6 and 4, 64. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 6, 76. 8 and 1, 81. Blah, blah. 5 and 8, 58. 2 and 3, 23. We've got a winner on 23. Oh, I'm not sure they're here. Never mind. You've got a minute and a half to claim. Please claim if you've got it. Thank you, Michael. Got your email. Christopher Williams hasn't got bingo tickets. Did you register for the weekday games, Christopher? There's a question for you. Let me have a look. No, you didn't. That's why you didn't get a bingo ticket. You need to register separately for the weekday games. You're on the Sunday list if you've got Sunday's tickets, but the weekday games are a completely separate list now, okay? Because people are not always here doing the weekdays, and there's many more people play just Sunday. They can't play the weekdays. So if you want the weekday tickets and you know you can play, send me an email to the usual email address requesting this, and I will be happy to comply. Thank you so much for your information. If only you watched the whole show, you'd know all this. Oh, I do get fed up saying the same thing over and over because people don't pay attention. No one's listening. I'm just wasting my time here. Don't throw your things away yet, gang. Don't throw them away yet. They might not turn up. Andy, I've given you 2 free raffle tickets for next week's Super Chat raffle. 917 and 918 there, okay, mate? Put them in there. That is the prize for next week's Super Chat raffle. A little blue hat. These are really very good, actually. Very good quality. And these will be... We're coming into winter. Please, it's only a month away, dear. Good God. This time, in 4 weeks' time, there will be ice on the ground. But don't worry, because you won't be allowed out your house anyway. Oh, what a shame. That person is going to be so disappointed. We're continuing in looking for a winner. Eyes down once again. Here comes the next number. It's 7 and 5, 75. 7 and 4, 74. Hello! Oh. 1 and 5, 15. 3 and 5, 35. 8-0, blind 80. 3 and 7, 37. Well, they were way ahead of everyone else, weren't they? Look at this. 8 and 5, 85. I haven't seen Fiona for some time. No, I don't know where she is now. 2 and 9, 29. 2 and 7, 27. Still no one else has won yet. Wow. Look at that. For the 5s, 55. Gosh. 4 and 6, 46. Oh, this is something, isn't it? Hello to Brendan Brady fan. Hello. 3 and 6, 36. 4 and 9, 49. 8 and 2, 82. I can't believe how far that person was ahead of everyone else. That's something else, that is. Oh, nope, still not. 1 and 8, 18. 6 and 9, 69. Still no winner. That's something else, isn't it? There we go, we got one. All the 6s, 66. Clickety click. 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize, gang. All right, Brendan Brady fan. Nice to see you, love. Haven't been there for a while, have you, my love? Blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Who's got it? Come on, 66. Claim your prize. Are they there? Let's just put these in the thing there. Have we not got a winner? That's 2 people who've got to come off the... No, actually, one said they weren't going to be here. That's fair enough. If you tell me you're not going to be here and you win, no problem. Just let me know first, okay? Peter's not gambling anymore. I wouldn't give up yet, Peter. I don't think they're going to claim. Got a feeling they're not going to be here. Oh, Shania, you know you told me that you weren't going to be here. I'm afraid you won, and you missed it now. Sorry about that, darling. But she told me she wasn't going to be here. If you're not going to be here, let me know before, okay? Then that's no problem at all. You would have won, darling. That's right. I told you it don't do you any good staying at church longer than you're supposed to be there. Right, no, she doesn't win. She missed it, unfortunately. She knows the rules. She knows the rules. We're still looking for a winner. You ready? Right, hang on a minute. Here we go. Next number. I think we'll probably have a multiple win now, I would imagine. Here we go. All on its own, number 6. Can I just tell you, Shania, I don't know at what point you joined us there, but when you won, between you and the next winner was about 12 other numbers, believe it or not. Yeah, it surprised me. Surprised me. Anyway, we're still looking for a winner now. She is spiritually refreshed. On its own, number 6. Next number. 20 blind 20. We got another winner on 20. Let's bring up the clock. Oh, we can't. Hang on a minute. Just a minute. Let's try and reset that. There we go. Let's bring up the clock. 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim. Who could it be? Blah, blah, ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, it's only one winner. Okay. Only one winner. Are they still here? That is the question. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. I love it. What fun this is in the morning, isn't it, eh? This is good fun in the morning. I think, actually, Shania, I think I gave you a minute and a half to claim, even though I forgot you told me that you weren't there, but never mind. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Brendan Brady fan has been watching Gary, Scrap It Man, repairing lawnmowers. I'm sure he will be as good as Martin when his channel takes off. Well, it already is, actually. He's doing very well. He's doing very well. Have we got someone else who's not going to win? Surely not. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Morning, Ray. Morning, Ray. I'll try you again a little bit later. I'm out on my bike later, so won't be able to keep up there. So they're not here either. Wow. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. We've got to do the minute and a half, gang. How annoying is this? Nope, eyes down. Still looking. Still looking for a winner. Here comes your next number. 4 and 1, 41. And we have this one will be here. This one will be here. Here we go. Go for it, baby. Come on, let's see you shout bingo in there. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll just get the ticket ready because I know you'll be there. You're going to get ticket number 229. Hurry up. Claim. So a couple of people have fallen off the system. There we go. Mick Davenport wins the bingo today. Oh, yes, baby. Mick Davenport's numbers. 4, 18, 19, 24, 27, 33, 35, 41, 46, 54, 60, 61, 76, 84 and 88. Well done to Mick Davenport. Well done. David Fryer, you won ages ago and you missed it, I'm afraid. You missed the bingo. Are you running behind us, I wonder? Maybe you joined the show a bit too late. Is that the time where you are now? If the clock's different where you are, then you were running behind, so you missed out. You've missed the bingo, I'm afraid. You only have a minute and a half to claim from the moment you win. And you missed out some time ago, actually. It was a while ago now. All right, but as you're there, I'll make sure you don't drop off the system for tomorrow's show, okay? Just as a thing now, I have a feeling you may well be running behind everyone else, but that's the time, okay? If you're reading a different time to that at the moment, then there's some sort of delay. Maybe you joined the show a little bit too late or something like that, and that's what would have happened there. All right, but Mick gets that. Well done, Mick. Ticket number... I've just done it for you, haven't I? Did I put that in? Ticket number 227, 228, oh, there it is. 229 for Mick Davenport. Ticket number 229 for Mick Davenport. Okay, Mick? Okie doke. Thanks very much for joining us on the show today, boys and girls. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, round about the same time. Have a very pleasant day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.